Ticketmaster's secret scalper program exposed! This is a very old video, but what with the whole Taylor Swift thing happening recently, I feel like it's very relevant to go back and look at what kind of company Ticketmaster really is. Spoiler alert, they're garbage.
This hidden camera footage is from inside a meeting of the world's biggest ticket scalpers. CBC went undercover to expose
What do you mean a meeting of ticket scalpers? Oh, you're talking about Ticketmaster.
Ticketmaster and its secret scalper program.
I'm a small-time, we're doing maybe 100,000 out of Toronto.
Here's how and why we did it.
In Las Vegas, there is...
I thought this was going to be like, oh, Ticketmaster's secretly hired. They're at a convention? I'm so confused.
an international ticket scalpers conference. It is Ticket Summit 2018. And who's going to be there? Ticketmaster.
It's such a bizarre thing, right? Like, why would Ticketmaster be at a conference that's completely dedicated and designed and geared towards ticket scalpers?
My mind is completely blown that I can't believe that all of these garbage people went, hey, you know what we should do? We should all get together in a room so everyone knows where all the garbage is. I would lock that room and slide like a couple crackers under the door for 80 years and just hope that they survived on that. Okay, maybe I wouldn't go that far. Maybe what I'd really do is, like break their legs, and then every time they want to go to the hospital in an ambulance, I would scalp the ambulance off of them. I'd go, oh, we're so sorry, we were gonna come and pick you up, but you see someone else bought this ambulance ride, so unless you want to pay 3 times the amount to get to the hospital, you're gonna have to walk. But sir, my leg is broken. Well,
Ticketmaster is the world.
okay, maybe that's a little bit too far. What I'd actually do, I would buy all of their favorite loaves of bread at the supermarket, and then I would scalp them back to them. Oh, what is that? You're gonna pay £1 for your loaf of bread? I'm so sorry. It's now £7,000 for your loaf of bread. You can use the other one you want. You can watch bread from home on TV or listen to bread on the radio. This doesn't really hold up. I would actually
Its largest box office, but they're changing the way they sell tickets for the biggest acts.
Look at this. Verified resale tickets. This is the box office Ticketmaster. Look at all these.
I know.
$1,400, $1,000, $1,300, $1,700. Most people think Ticketmaster is the box office, like the original face value tickets, but now they're doing resale.
People are always asking, why does the box office have so many tickets available for resale?
Ticketmaster is now letting scalpers resell on its main site. Fans are furious that events can sell out in minutes, with reams of scalper tickets then quickly reappearing back on Ticketmaster.
Floor tickets for resale?
I think the craziest part is that people actually will buy these resale tickets. That's the crazy part. You know what needs to be done and what could easily fix this? If, how would you do it? I'd probably host a big show, right? And then cancel it last minute with no refunds. And I'd do that randomly over the course of the next year. And I'd make everyone aware that I'm doing it. And I'd say, hey, listen, this is actually a really good idea. I'd say, hey, all my tickets are going to cost £10 and that's it. But there's a small chance I'm going to cancel it and you're not going to get your money back. And what does that do? It means that any scalper that buys a ticket might have a ticket that's worth nothing because I'm going to cancel it last minute with no refunds. Maybe that wouldn't work. I'd do something like that. I'm coming up with this off the top of my head.
Yes.
Something like that.
They're like 1,800 a piece last time I checked. Ticketmaster can kiss my
Ticketmaster, I continue to hate you. As a person that has been to over 100 concerts, I continue to hate you.
We know that Ticketmaster is speaking.
Right.
The only problem is They will not allow media in.
Really, there's only one way to get inside this world, which is to become a ticket scalper.
CBC journalists are supposed to identify themselves, but Ticketmaster won't talk publicly about its work with scalpers. Our bosses approved going undercover.
So I'm going to sign up as David Jeffrey, a ticket scalper.
I love that he's not even there, but just to hide his identity, even though he's not hiding his identity, he's put a hat on for no reason. I'm
From Toronto.
We want to know if the pitch that you're given
very,
as a
very
broker
secret, very secret.
is similar to what I'm given as a regular journalist walking in and asking questions.
That's going to be very interesting to see. What are they going to tell you as the news crew versus me as the ticket broker that they're trying to sell their product to?
Come on. How you doing, man? Good. Good to see you. It's David.
So for the next 3 days, you're a ticket scalper. Are you going to be able to take on this persona?
Right now, I'm David Jeffrey, the broker, versus Dave Cyclins, the journalist. I'm actually a little bit nervous.
Using hidden cameras, we approach Ticketmaster's booth. They're promoting something called Trade Desk.
We got just a couple more questions.
The Trade Desk is an online system for scalpers to resell huge numbers of tickets.
Why is this legal? I don't understand why this is legal anywhere on Earth. It doesn't make sense to me. The idea that you can, like, if you can, how come you can do this here, but you can't do it in other places? Like, why can I not just go into my local supermarket and buy all the food and then resell it back to people at a more expensive rate? Obviously, because one, the supermarket would never let you hang around there, and two, I don't think that is legal. So then how come you can do it with products? Like, if you can't do it across, maybe this doesn't hold up as a take, but it feels like if you can't do it in one place, you shouldn't be able to do it at all. That makes sense. I don't know if it does. With this, it makes sense to me. If I can't go and just outright buy everything in a store and then sell it back to people online, I guess a lot of people do that, don't they? This is all just making me sad. This sucks. It's just tickets in this case, but, you know, microtransactions started as a single horse from Bethesda, and now look at where we are, dude. It's legal because money? You're right.
Well, I've grown on people that
I can't even process what I'm hearing and seeing, dude.
are extremely small, and they become pretty good partners for me. You know, doing $500,000 or whatever.
$500,000 or $500,000 tickets?
In sales. In total sales.
And what about scalpers who use fake identities to buy up tickets?
I want to know the straight goods on whether Ticketmaster is going to be policing us using our multiple accounts.
No. I have a gentleman who's got over 200 Ticketmaster.com accounts.
How many brokers are using multiple accounts?
I can't think of any of my clients that aren't using multiple. I mean, they have to.
So that's Ticketmaster.
Dude, oh my god. For this was so openly corrupt. It makes me wonder how many industries work like this. How many are doing this, and why are those not being exposed as well? Because it's not just Ticketmaster. There's no way. Lawmakers treat entertainment and luxury stuff very different from staples like food. Why? I guess just because money. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm thrilled that there's a line in the sand and that people don't do this with food, because if they did, the world would be in a much worse off place if they did, right? And I'm really, really glad that that's not a thing that happens. But how come that's where the line in the sand is? Why this shouldn't be allowed at all, and across the board for anything.
Telling us that they have brokers who have hundreds of Ticketmaster fake accounts, and they don't care that they're using those fake accounts to buy up all the tickets and then repost them for resale, so long as Ticketmaster's getting a cut, of course. Ticketmaster
You know what we really need? We need a team like Anonymous to come in and buy up all the tickets, and then wait, that wouldn't even work. I was going to say if they bought up all the tickets and then sold them for the actual value. Basically, you need a company to step in and make sure that... How do you even do it? How do you fix this issue without Ticketmaster fixing it? Because they obviously won't unless there's some kind of law put in place. How do you fix it, dude? I guess you just don't sell on Ticketmaster. But then they're the biggest site. Need regulation for the government to do their job. Good luck. Yeah, you're right. Oh man. I'm frustrated. This is one of those rare cases where people can't really do anything to fix an issue like this. It has to be some kind of law or regulation. Oh, this is really frustrating. Like, there's nothing you could do. If you had a group like Anonymous come in and buy all the tickets and then sell them for their actual worth, then the scalpers would just buy them from Anonymous and then jack the prices up again. You need verification that these people aren't going to do anything other, or you need to just stop allowing people to resell tickets. But then it would have to be the artist that says, no, you're not allowed to buy resold tickets and use them. You'd have to ascribe a name to each ticket sold. And then if that's not your name, you don't get in. But then Ticketmaster wouldn't allow that, and then those artists lose the biggest platform there is for selling tickets. But surely with someone like Taylor Swift or, I don't know, Beyonce, they don't need Ticketmaster. I mean, come on. How, at a certain point, you don't need, like, you can sell your tickets using Twitter, dude. You don't need... Now, there's an idea for Elon Musk. If he started doing ticket sales through his website, that's really weird. It's his website. I don't like Elon Musk. Well, I don't like what he's become recently. Man, if you did ticket sales through his website, that would generate a lot of money. And he could also fix Ticketmaster's issue and, at the same time, make Ticketmaster broke. Because not only would the artists be able to sell tickets on Twitter, but they would be able to... This is a straight up genius idea. It wouldn't generate that much money to begin with, but the amount of people selling tickets, from comedians to musicians to YouTubers, this would be a really good idea. I'm a genius. I really am.
refused to answer questions or even acknowledge its secret scalper program. This trade show is filled with other companies selling high-tech scalper tools.
So what we do is that we have a network of 2.5 million devices in every country and every city in the world. So you're completely anonymous and traceable, and you pretty much cannot get lost.
Is it illegal?
Well, whatever you do is under your liability.
CBC spent 3 days in Vegas at the conference, learning the ins and outs of the scalper world.
I just want to know what you think the difference is between a ticket broker and a ticket scalper.
A ticket broker is a ticket selling professional. A ticket scalper is a person on the street selling tickets, possibly illegally, probably.
So you've got a business license, if you even have that, that's it.
But a broker's a professional. It's a difference.
What's
your takeaway? What do we learn?
At the end of the day, I just spent 3 days with people that I know are ripping off fans.
Ripping off fans, and they don't think of themselves as scalpers.
Yes, I've told over and over and over again, I'm not a ticket scalper, I'm a broker.
Ticketmaster was really interesting because on the one hand, they're sitting there telling all the brokers, we are working hand in glove with the primary market, trying to give you the tools to sell. And then you start asking them tough questions. Well, are you going to crack down on the people who are cheating? They're going to turn a blind eye.
That's wild, man. Ticketmaster's website is really just run by some real scummy people, dude. I don't know how you fix it other than regulation or competition, really. Competition is the next best thing that's going to fix it, but I don't see it happening. anytime soon. Hopefully, you know, I mean, who was it? It was Taylor Swift that kind of... What, did she get artists paid more on Spotify? I think she did. So if anyone's going to make the push, I think it's probably going to be her. Man, what a corrupt and broken industry, dude.